Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna be
Reacting to my subscribers' K-pop opinions because Aespa concerts ain't worth the money. Oops.
Wow.
1. What are your thoughts on people dragging
How
Aespa
much
for
is
their
it,
recent
though?
concerts? Many are saying it's not worth the money because it's almost all lip-synced.
Oop.
Yes, I saw the criticism and
All
it's fully
lip-synced?
warranted. Most of the
But they had rehearsals. They had even like the VIP. You saw them
We
singing.
reacted to some in
They
LA.
were singing.
Oakland.
I don't know where they were
I
lip
thought it
syncing.
was like. To be fair, with the fan cams, it's a little hard to tell because everyone's so yelling. They all
Yeah.
like it's we're not exactly making sure what they're saying, so it's I couldn't say if they're lip syncing or not. But it felt like when they were doing the sound check, they weren't lip syncing at least.
Yeah.
And that video, I don't think it got any copyright either. So
I can understand if
uh,
fans feel like a little bit bamboozled if they pay
not
full money.
if they're lip
and they're
syncing, it's
singing.
completely wrong, and nobody should ever pay for lip sync. Yeah, they should get refunds.
Unless they really perform like
No,
Britney Spears.
Britney Spears still
No.
don't get a pass. No,
Britney performs the hell on
lip
stage.
syncing on a music show performance, I don't like it, but I get it. You don't get paid for it. Everything is free. Whatever. This shit,
So
you get paid for it. You
But
better show
no,
up.
listen, all those tour dates they have, you think they have to sing live for every single one of those events?
Don't
Back
have
to
that
back?
many events. Don't do back to back to back. Five. Don't do 5 concerts a week. Do once a week. Once every 2 weeks. Like I mean, nobody should pay for concerts if they're lip syncing.
girls have leveled
The one that I do think they lip sync. Remember we did the Karina and Giselle solos.
Yeah.
That one got copyrighted pretty heavy. I think that one was
They
lip
were
sync.
lip syncing
Yeah,
in
I
the
think that one.
solos?
Yeah, I think in the solos they were lip syncing. When we did the group ones, I don't think they were lip syncing. So it's.
Oh.
I think they might be lip syncing here and there, maybe not everything, but either way, in my opinion, the concert should be no lip sync whatsoever.
But they did put in a lot of energy in their solos.
Whatever, shouldn't be lip syncing.
up their stage presence.
Then be a backup dancer. Put the energy into dancing.
But Ning Ning, baby girls giving first day of school substitute teacher energy, perpetually zoning out like she's mentally drafting her resignation letter mid-chorus. But the main issue is the lip syncing. I had a similar experience. I dropped cash on their 2023 tour expecting live vocals, not a glorified karaoke night where the backing track does 90% of the heavy lifting. Even their solos sounded like vocal tracks on life support, with the girls tossing in ad-libs like confetti, sparse, performative, and low-key desperate. When the live moments hit, it was less concert and more Spotify premium shuffle mode with choreo.
Wow.
Fans aren't hating.
Have we
They're just
ever reacted to like a concert where the artist was lip singing?
Yeah,
Not Britney Spears.
yeah.
Who?
Meg the Stallion.
She was lip singing? She was lip singing?
Michelle, it was all backtrack. Don't you remember? It was pathetic.
Oh, but she
It
was
was all
rapping her
backtrack.
parts like.
It was backtrack. It was ridiculously bad.
Is there another example or no?
Well, not the concert, but Wiz Khalifa in Romania when we did the thing.
Yeah, I
Wiz
thought the
Khalifa,
same.
Sway Lee.
I don't like
It was horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. The one Meg the Stallion. Remember when she pulled out Cardi B and
Yeah.
Glorilla? Glorilla carried.
Yeah.
Glorilla was the only one who was like, she was
Live.
still kind of on backtrack, but she was like doing her thing. It was horrible.
refusing to co-sign a $200 delusion. If I wanted to watch artists' mouth along to pre-recorded vocals, I'd stream a music video, call it harsh, but y'all paying
Exactly.
for a live experience, not a
Or not a music with dance performance video. How about that?
pantomime with light sticks. Aespa is serving AI-generated concert realness, and the uncanny valley is getting expensive. Demand better or watch the bar. Sink lower than Ning Ning's eye contact. 2. I'm so sick of Lisa getting hit with nepotism allegations. Every time she headlines something and lands a gig, it's gotta be because of her rich French boyfriend. Like, can we not? Girl, Lisa's sudden ascent to every chic gig in existence? Please. Her man's family owns the pipeline
This
to fashion's ivory
ponytail.
tower. This
Ooh.
isn't Nepo adjacent. It's Nepo dusted with a side of private jet glitter. And what? Connections aren't a crime. They're the secret menu of life. If my faves were suckling at the
Yeah.
teat of generational clout, I'd be front row cheering slurp louder queens. But let's
Yeah, she's right. At nepotism, this is what it is. It's connection.
Yeah.
Life
You
is
should-
connections.
You should make connections.
Yeah,
Don't be mad at connections.
life is connections, and
Yeah.
it's not everybody can, not everybody has connections. It is what it is. That's what makes some greater than others. They make connections better. It's just that's how it is.
flip the script. Why are we roasting Lisa for playing the game exactly how it's designed? The outrage isn't that she's winning. It's
Like a lot of people got rich because they have connections, because they come up with some idea or whatever, and they go asking for money for people. They don't have no money. They're asking for money because they have connections. They're connected to rich people. They ask money, they get the funding, and they get rich. For people without connections, you can have the idea, but you don't have connections. You're not gonna get the funding, as the banks ain't just gonna give you the money.
And people should root for Lisa because she come up from Thailand, you know. Not too many big stars, big acts come out of Thailand, become
A lot,
successful.
a lot of people do root for her. It's just, people that are not Blackpink fans, or like maybe Blackpink fans, but like fans of like a solo stance of other girls. They're probably saying
You
that,
think there's a what do you call it, agates?
Agges. I think
Agates
Agges. Yeah, there's always
in,
Agges.
in Blinks? Really? I
Yeah,
feel
why
like
not?
I don't know.
I think
No,
especially like a lot of Thai people, they only care for Lisa.
oh,
Like, I mean, let's be
I
real. If there was a
guess.
group or there was like European group and there was one person Lithuanian, I'll care for that person. I don't give a fuck about others. I'm
But
just
would
being
you be?
honest.
But the whole point of being the agate, you dislike the other one. You have to dislike, have a
Not
dislike,
dislike, we just don't
just
give
a
a
focus.
fuck.
Oh, I see. I understand.
It's that y'all want to act like the rest of us wouldn't sell a kidney for a golden ticket. Privilege isn't a scandal. It's the unspoken resume bullet we all pretend isn't there. So either Lisa's a capitalist genius for leveraging her proximity to power, or we're all just mad that water's wet. Pick a lane. 3.
Water is actually not wet, but moving on.
Blackpink are getting so westernized, it almost seems desperate how much they're ripping the stones off their K-pop jacket for the US market. I disagree. K-pop's entire existence is a glitter-drenched Frankenstein of global influences. And pretending any group isn't marinating in Western pop sauce is delusional. Blackpink? They rolled out of the YG dungeon with a Born to be Basic, but make it Beverly Hills sticker on their EP, Rosie's solo work. It's Taylor Swift's folklore era if it chain-smoked Marlboros and cried in a soul dive bar. Derivative? Maybe, but it's also so her it's practically a perfume ad. You want authenticity? She's serving it in a sundress drenched in existential melancholy. Jisoo is doing Jisoo. Lisa and Jennie are experimenting more. But it's not that far from their already established
Yeah.
brands. The point is, Blackpink's westernization isn't some betrayal. It's their origin story. They're not your cultural ambassadors. They're 4 women raised on YG's
And-
hip-hop and Instagram.
And who gets to tell them how the rules of the game? Like, who determines for them what direction they take? Because isn't the whole point, everyone was so critical when they were under YG because they didn't have the freedom to do what they actually want to do. Now that they're a little bit more independent, more established, and they're doing what they want to do, people say, you're turning your back on us. So do you want control or do you want to give them freedom? Pick.
Aesthetics. Stans yelling over their lack of Korean identity need to log off and touch a history book. The genre's DNA is built on appropriation, remix culture.
And to be fair, let's be real. Only Jisoo is like really Korean. Lisa obviously not Korean. Jennie and Rose, they're like not born in Korea. Their parents are Korean, but they're not born in Korea. They didn't grow up in a Korean culture, So I mean, if they claim themselves Korean, fine, but they're not like Jisoo is Korean, So the whole group is made on international principle too. Like, it's not made that it's a Korean group.
Culture and capitalist hustle. Blackpink's just better at selling the fantasy without pretending they're above it. If you want Handbox and Panzori, stream that. But don't act shocked when the girls who debuted with Boombaya keep serving bass drops and bad attitudes. They're not cultural custodians. They're pop mercenaries. 4. With all their allegations, crimes and scandals, how can people like Seungri, Minheejin, Tail, and Lucas still have supporters? Their dirty laundry is out in the open for everyone to see. And even though they've been cancelled by the public, they still have thousands of fans.
Well, some
home
are
internet
not like the
is
others in
really
this list,
home
to be
internet?
fair. Seungri, yes, he
Okay.
was sentenced. He committed the crime. Minhee-jin, pretty sure just accusation. Tail, just accusation. Lucas, I don't know. So, to me, Minhee-jin and Tail, they have to first be convicted before we can even say something about them. Because innocent until they're proven guilty. But anyway, yeah.
Honestly, it will never matter. No matter where you are in life, there will be someone who wants to be your fan.
True.
There's criminals who have fans who get fan mail. There's people
Yeah.
who are like good, they have fan, bad, they have fans. In between, they have fans. Everyone's gonna have a fan. So there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
You just want people to be like, everyone to be aware of who the person really is.
Please, humanity loves a villain arc. They'll bend logic into origami to justify it.
Ooh,
Criminals,
they hit that
they've
mark.
got groupies writing them love letters.
It-
Politicians,
it
celebrities,
do
con
what
artists
we
in glitter.
do.
There's a fan club for every flavor of moral bankruptcy. Why?
That's what you
Because
said.
some
Maybe
people
you're
treat ethics
capable
like a
spy?
buffet, pile their plate with whatever
Just
delusion.
what you said. Maybe you're a K-pop spy.
What did she say? I was entranced by the
She said what
movements.
you said.
She hit that the cat's eye to put the leg up Stomp
them
it
sleep
down.
at night. Sungri could drop a mixtape titled I Did the Crimes and I'd Do Them Again and Stans would spin it as satire.
Oh yeah.
Donald Trump could literally fist bump the devil on Fox News
He
and his
said
cult
it,
would call it 4D
yes.
chess. Dispatch could
Yes.
leak pictures of Minhejan starving Hani
And
in a
people would still
basement
eat
and
it up.
bunnies would screech deepfake. Denial isn't a river in Egypt. It's a lifestyle choice for people allergic to
Wow, she
accountability.
likes that line.
Supporting problematic idols isn't loyalty, it's self-insertion. They're not defending their faves. They're defending their own trash morals. Every but the music slaps excuse is code for I don't care if they're awful because they make me feel represented as the corrupted human being I am. It's the same energy as ignoring a partner's red flags because the lovemaking is good. Toxic? Absolutely. But hey, why let pesky things like human decency ruin a perfectly good bop? And don't gaslight me with that separate the art from the artist cop-out. You think streaming Yay for exploitation anthems or standing a man who'd sell his grandma for a tax break is just casual fandom? No, it's complicity with extra steps. These fans aren't misunderstood, they're telling on themselves. If your moral compass breaks every time your idol drops a banger or your politician owns the libs, maybe you're not a fan, you're a collaborator. 5. The Grammy's golden child is always BTS. They're the only ones ever sniffing a nomination. Ain't nobody dethroning them soon. Meanwhile, Twice, Stray Kids, ATEEZ, 17 and Aespa all had fire 2024 comebacks, broke records, flooded my For You page and got nothing?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, none of these acts' name have ever played on the radio here in the States. Yeah, I'm sorry. They're
Yeah.
not getting no Grammy. What are you talking about?
Only BTS has
Yeah,
gotten radio
like
play.
this is
Maybe
just ridiculous.
Seraphim could get like maybe nominations and also New Jeans.
Yeah, what? 17 had a fucking song with DJ Khaled, and that song still didn't make the radio. And it was a good song,
a good
but
song.
it didn't make the radio. So
So if anyone and plus
No.
okay, if Le Seraphim or New Jeans were to get nominations, ooh wee.
no, they're not.
K-pop Spy will have a field day. All the
Even
teachers
them,
have a
they're
field
not.
day. They're more likely
Yeah,
to
but
get
nobody knows
nominations.
them. Nobody
Okay,
knows
Le
these
Seraphim,
people.
They got Coachella. New Jeans is on the radio.
Okay, but nobody knows these
But they're
people.
not high on the like Billboard. Like
Right. So you have to be known to get a
maybe,
Grammy.
maybe
Come on,
Rose.
you have to have a name.
Rose. May have a
Rose
chance.
David, Bruno Mars, yes.
Yeah.
She will
I
be
think
nominated.
She's gonna be nominated.
She's gonna be nominated for the Song of the Year. Will she get it? Probably not. Probably it's gonna be Gaga with Bruno that's gonna get it. But Rose will be nominated. So
Or best collab in
yes,
Fat, Juicy,
best-
and Wet.
No, I don't think so.
Her
That
appearance slayed.
no, that
I was
collab
happy to
didn't
see
do
her
that
there.
well. But yes, Rose should get a
A
Grammy nomination. Yeah, I don't think she's gonna win.
She's
She
gonna
might
win.
win Billboard. That she might win.
I mean, Twice has a collab with Meg Thee Stallion.
A remix.
Oh.
Well,
I'm trying to see who was in line to get a nom.
nobody, no one of these names for not for anything, except for Rose
Charlie
as
Puth
of
is
right now.
canceled in the States. Charlie
Uh,
Puth is not bumping. like,
maybe
y'all bump him over there.
Jenny or Lisa in their albums they're gonna drop something. The collab that's
Jenny
gonna
fell
pop
out
up.
from Billboard. She's not on Billboard.
I know, but in the collab, because Jenny's gonna have something with Doechii. Doechie's hot right now.
Okay.
Maybe that's gonna pop. Who knows?
We'll see.
Lisa with the Doja and Ray, number 10 in UK, or I think something like that. Pretty good. Tomorrow we're
in the
gonna do
States,
Billboard,
yeah.
so we're gonna see where they land in the States. That might make some noise. I don't know. We'll see. It's only been a week, so yeah. But these names, whatever mentioned there, no, none of these people are. They can walk down the streets. Nobody would know who they are.
Disagree. The Grammys
Maybe
aren't
a
grading
tease.
K-pop groups on a how Korean are you curve.
From
This
Coachella.
isn't
I wouldn't know who they are if I saw them on the street.
That will stick out.
Please.
ABS Music Bank. It's a Western Vanity Fair where the entry fee is global chart domination. Radio rotisserie
I feel like
spins
they'll
and
be
the
in
kind
their
of cultural
idleness.
choke.
They'll be like, I'm an idol.
Nah, the only people out of these I would know who they are is Stray Kids because we reacted a lot to them. So, but aside from
I
them,
feel like if I saw Stray Kids, is Felix gonna stick out for sure.
nah, I wouldn't recognize Stray Kids. I know them pretty well. Aside from the
I
other,
feel like the way they would carry themselves. I'm Stray Kids.
Cold that makes suburban dads hum your hooks at barbecues. Butter and Dynamite didn't just chart, they colonized the Hot 100. The Recording Academy's idea of global is a white guy in a beret nodding to Afrobeat for clout, but BTS cracked the code because they force-fed the West their own obsession with virality, turning TikTok dances into data tsunamis, streaming numbers into a Squid Game finale. Meanwhile, other groups' global impact is a fandom spreadsheet flex, not a Billboard siege. The Grammys
Yes,
don't care if
exactly.
you're trending in Busan or blowing up Melon. If you ain't
In
snatching Western
Busan?
general public ears
Whoa.
by the collar, you're background noise to their playlists. And let's not gaslight ourselves. The Grammys bias isn't some shadowy conspiracy. It's a lukewarm buffet of nepotism and nostalgia served by
And there's
jurors.
no like category like, okay, for Korea, like
I don't think so.
explicitly. We do now
There's a
have,
global. They have a global
yeah,
category. In
okay.
global category, but global is tough competition. The whole Afrobeat is there.
Latin America.
Latin America have their own. I don't think they're in global.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's the
Oh.
Afrobeat. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what. Because Afrobeat be popping too. So
Who think innovation is Ed Sheeran adding a ukulele. But BTS weaponized that bias. They didn't beg for a seat, they crashed the table, flipped it into a stage, and performed mic drop on its splinters. If your faves want a Grammy nod, tell them to stop flexing their record-breaking circle chart stats and start breaking actual records that don't require a
Exactly.
50-tweet infographic to explain. 6. Y'all can hate on Irene for yelling
Whoa.
she came in hard,
Whoa.
but she right.
Whoa.
Everything she said was on point.
at that stylist all you want. But Red Velvet's fashion game leveled up hard after that incident. Clearly the stylist needed that 20-minute roast session. Sometimes tough love gets the job done. I even heard the stylist is the one who disrespected Irene first. Here we go again. The mental gymnastics y'all performed to retrofit this incident into some girl boss Ocean's 11 heist against an evil stylist is embarrassing. Oh. Suddenly the stylist wasn't just mediocre at their job, they're a Bond villain? Purposely burning them with flat irons? Electric shocks through in-ears? Did she also hide landmines in their stage outfits? Spare me the fan-written fanfare. Irene apologized. The stylist accepted it. The end. But no, Riva loves out here rewriting history like it's a Netflix true crime documentary, spinning conspiracy theories so wild they'd make Detective Conan blush. The stylist didn't start it by whispering mean girls' insults backstage. The members weren't being sexualized via ugly outfits. They were styled by someone who probably just sucked at their job. Not a Saw franchise trap designer. Baby, you can stan Irene. Without cosplaying Sherlock to gaslight the internet, defending her by dragging the stylist into a fictional Hunger Games doesn't make you loyal. It makes you look desperate, if your moral compass only points north when your bias is involved. Maybe stop preaching and start reflecting. And to the TikTok philosophers serving Irene was right takes on loop. Your edits aren't activism. They're cringy. You're not protecting Irene. You're proving you'd excuse a meteor strike if she blamed it on the stylist first. Grow up. Accountability isn't a hate campaign. It's basic human decency. 7.
Yeah,
That was going.
I don't have much to say. We don't really know the situation, so I can't say much about that.
Calling idle contract slavery is wild when actual slaves weren't paid. Yes, the industry's exploitative, but slapping slave on a deal idols signed up for, with paycheck.
This comment does have a point because it kind of washes down the meaning of slavery.
Fans and exit strategies trivializes real exploitation. Critique the greed. But let's not rewrite history for drama points. I disagree. Slave contracts aren't some edgy fanfiction term. They're real inhumane deals where labels lock idols into decade-plus indentured servitude.
Yeah, inhumane deals maybe, but then let's call them inhumane contracts. As I said, calling them slave contracts, it's kind of, in historic perspective, really diminishes the terms. Because slaves didn't have no option. Then they weren't paid either. These people do have an option. They can leave if they don't like it.
With the audacity to call it a career, TVXQ. Debuting with a 13 years contract? A glorified indentured servitude with a light stick. 15 years if you factor in military service? Yikes. Imagine being legally shackled to a company until retirement age because you dared to sing and dance at 17. Oh, but they're paid. Sure. And coal miners got paychecks too. Doesn't mean the conditions weren't exploitative. TVXQ couldn't breathe without SM's permission, let alone quit. Try dipping early? Congrats. You owe a corporation your firstborn child and a yacht. But hey, at least they got to live their dreams while the label vacuumed their paychecks and autonomy. Don't twist this into hate. Idols choose this life, but that doesn't make the system less rotten. You can stand the art and side-eye the artist milking machinery. Loving K-pop doesn't mean co-signing corporate greed dressed up as passion. Demand fair.
I think she's misunderstanding the comment. The comment is addressing the term slavery. She's not making it sound like, oh, it's good contracts. The comment is not commenting anything about contracts. It's just saying that the word used is inappropriate, which the comment is right.
Fair contracts or keep lying to yourself that Patricia's thriving while she's stuck in a 15-year debt cycle. 8. Isn't the Korean age system no longer used by the government? Korea officially adopted the international age system years ago. So why do idols still cling to the old traditional system?
So in Korea, the age is not by your birthday. So like, for example, my birthday was in January, right? So early in the January, early in January I was one age. Then after my birthday I was the next age. In Korea, you where you, well, I guess based on this comment, you used to be considered of age by the year. So if I was born, then like my sister born in 2000, in this year, January 1st, she would be considered 25 in Korea, even though her birthday is in June.
June.
Yeah.
Oh.
In our
Why
standard,
is
she
that?
is 24 right now. In June, she's gonna be 25. So that's the difference.
Well, for those unfamiliar, in Korea, the traditional age system counts everyone as 1 year old at birth, adding a year on each New Year's Day, January 1st, regardless of the actual birth date. This means a baby born in December would be considered 2 years old just a few weeks later. The international age system is also used officially, but the Korean
a
age
big
system remains
difference.
culturally significant, which is
Yeah, this is not something that's gonna get changed. Like if you're used to something culturally, it's gonna take 2 generations probably to
Yeah.
get rid of that. This is not just because they changed it. Yeah, but if that's what you used to call yourself, like that's just what you're gonna like. Come on, you can't just change people. Oh, that's how we do things now.
I
Like your
wonder-
age changed.
I wonder if then does that mean most people's birthdays in Korea do they take place in the beginning of the year? Because it's kind of quite
And it
odd.
take place whenever people had sex 9 months later.
Yeah,
That's what the
it's,
birthday
it's,
was.
it's, it's quite odd to say, okay, you give birth in November and then your kid is like in the next.
Well, that's how it
one-
was. It's not
two-
odd to them.
two.
It's not odd to them. To them, it's normal. That's one. It's normal to them.
understandable. You don't erase
Odd to us, yes, but that's that's just how
Because
it
here
is.
we have like milestones. Because for the earlier stages for the kids, they go by months
Yes.
until 2.
Yeah, I mean, you have a great point. I'm not saying their system is right. I'm just saying that's how they did.
centuries of hierarchy with a press release in a PowerPoint slide titled Modernization Goals. This isn't uninstalling an app, it's asking a nation to forget muscle memory. The government can recommend all at once, but culture's not a light switch, it's more like kimchi fermentation, slow, pungent, and resistant to shortcuts. You think old
Yeah.
ladies at the market are gonna start demanding birth certificates for zodiac discounts? Please. 9. All Dara from 2&E1 had to do was release an AI-generated apology and ignore the scandal for
AI.
the rest of her career. Instead, she goes for the worst possible solution by suing people for
Yes.
defamation. I agree. The playbook was right there. A 2-sentence my bad tweet. Bonus points for a teary emoji and let the internet's goldfish memory do the rest. But no,
Yeah.
Miss Thing over here
She's
decided
right.
All you have to do is, I'm sorry, I was wrong.
I'm
period.
sorry.
to resurrect her 20-year-old skeletons and
Period.
gift wrap them with defamation lawsuits.
Period. Instead, they went like,
Wow.
"Oh, you gonna talk about them? We gonna sue you."
Oh, she
Please.
went short on this one. This is the one I
Please.
wanted her to go.
I mean, you can go in if you want to. You're free to go in.
No, we
Or
said
you're
we
afraid to be
dragged-
sued.
No, yeah.
Let them sue us. Let them sue us.
No.
Good luck. Waste your
No.
money.
No.
Waste some money on international lawsuit. Let's see how that works out for you.
Do we get money back?
Oh yeah, we got the term. Damages, everything. I'm gonna go say my heart was broken. I couldn't sleep at night. I was very stressed out. Oh yeah, they're gonna pay up.
I'm scared of the number 21 now. Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord, and as always, share as much kindness as possible.